Well, if you want to see a developer jump up its own butt, well, there you go. Anyway, this is Superhot. And it's pretty damn interesting to play. You're this hacker dude, or this cracker dude, or this hacker cracker dude who gets a game, and he logs onto the website, and he starts playing it. You think it's gonna be like a normal weird indie shooter, but you'd be wrong. Are you ready for this? Boom! And this is actually inaccurate. Because time doesn't stop when you don't move, it just slows down, you know, like bullet time, like the Matrix, or Max Payne. So this is just a marketing thing, but it's still pretty damn cool when it happens. Like, you see those red streaks? That ain't blood, son. That's the bullet trajectory. And when you don't move, it slows down, so you can make a plan and stuff. Use some strategy. Now, I hear you all saying, "Well, Lars, well, that just makes you overpowered. How is this fun?" Yeah, you don't think that occurred to them? Well, here's the balance, son. What they do is they make you really overpowered and able to use super slowdown time and stuff, but they throw you into impossible fights to compensate. Like, oh, here's two dudes that are shooting at you from across the straight hallway. You can't dodge, you can't duck, unless you have superpowers, which you do because you're super hot. So you say, "Not today, fellas. I'm gonna carefully weave between your bullets, and I'm gonna carefully weave my bullets into your face, and then when you're done with the level, it shows you a replay, and it keeps saying the same thing over and over again. Well, it shows you how you did this in real time." Now, a lot of the levels start right in the middle of the action, and they tell you what you did wrong, and how you're gonna fix it. Some of these melee sequences, man, they're beautifully intense. Welcome back! Really get to see the fight or flight, you know, split-second reflex stuff going on. Now, the first levels are laid out pretty simply, because all they have is handguns, and they shoot one at a time, so you can take them on pretty easily. But check it, Home Slice, they're just lulling you into a false sense of security. "Whoa, Lars, check me out on the replay, I'm really good." Nah, son, you're just on level 3. This game's about to go DEFCON 1 on your ass. But first, you know, the developers, they gotta, you know, pretend that there's like a plot, that they need a plot to surround the interesting gameplay. So it's gonna be like, Sir, you're unauthorized, please log out." And then your character does some hallucinogenics, and then he goes, "Oh shit, car!" Now this is actually where things get tricky. SSX tricky. See, they start throwing enemies at you from all directions. And the field of view is kind of limited. I don't know if that's a feature or just kind of lazy. But the game goes full Cuphead here. This is where you start dying more than you start living. But it's actually really well done. Once you finally see that replay sequence at the end, few things in life are that satisfying. Now, if you see an item that's black, that means you can chuck it at people. And you're probably going to need to, because otherwise you're going to die. Over time, you kind of get used to the different levels and how they play out, so you can kind of predict what certain enemies are going to do, but it's still really damn difficult, because you got to keep track of enemies on your 6, enemies at your midnight, rabid baseball teams or something, guys that chose the wrong time to take a piss, and even the goons that come to check in on, uh-oh. Now the game starts to throw a lot of different weapons at you, like the shotgun, machine gun, even a goddamn samurai sword. Now, I've been making fun of the plot this whole time, but it actually starts to get kind of interesting. A bunch of stuff goes down, which I don't really want to get into because it's kind of a spoiler, but it's not what you expect. So I think it kind of depends on the player when it comes to whether this is a gimmick or true innovation. Truth is, it's a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B, as it always is in life. But when it's on, it's on. Like, this level right here is one of my favorites of all time. It's like really super intense elevator sequence where if you move, you die. If you can make your way through that one, you a daddy. Also, if you like meta stuff, this game's full of meta stuff, like this. You can't tell if they're making fun of themselves or if they're making fun of you. And if you're a first world anarchist like me, this game gives you one of the best opportunities to be a first world anarchist. No worries, man, I'm not gonna go on Superhot.exe anymore. Boom, I just lied. I'm playing again. So if you're like me, and you like fun games with a lot of interesting opportunities for strategy, as well as really idiosyncratic, I guess is the best word I'd use for that, atmospheres, then it's about time for you to jump on board, son. Now, one last thing we're gonna do before I go is we're gonna watch Daddy beast this level, because Daddy just beasted this level. As if Daddy's gonna give you his secrets.